Plenty of people have fond memories about their time in high school. I'm no different. However, there are some things that I do regret. There's just so much that you should know once your college days that you just don't know that can really set you back financially for years or even decades. This is especially true if you're trying to be financially independent. With that in mind, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips for becoming a millionaire if you're still a teenager. What's up, you guys? You're watching BTP Fusion. I'm your host, Derek West. On BTP Fusion, we like to talk about the synergy between business, technology, and personal finance. If you want to learn more about how tech can enable business and personal financial growth, I'm going to need you to karate chop the subscribe button. And don't forget to click the notification bell so YouTube lets you know when we drop more great content. On to the main topic of the video, shall we? High school, particularly late high school. Those were good times. Friends, freedom to do pretty much what I wanted and pretty much when I wanted. Seemingly all the time in the world to learn and grow. Maybe make some mistakes here and there on my journey to financial success. Well, in some ways I was right, other ways I was wrong. Time moves especially fast, particularly when you graduate high school. If you're going to college, all of a sudden you have classes to take. Maybe a job to help pay some of those outrageous costs. Homework, hours and hours of homework. Dating, perhaps. More dating? For sure. More dating, definitely. And more dating. Well, you get the idea. Goofing off playing video games, watching TV. That's what we old timers called binging Netflix back in the day. Before you know it, 4 or 5 years have gone by. You have maybe a plan, maybe you have no plan. Maybe you have a college degree, maybe not. If you went to college, chances are you have some college debt. You need to pay that off. Etc. If you didn't go to college, you may face similar challenges, just with amounts of student loan debt. Are you starting to see where I'm coming from? If you go into anything without a game plan, you're truly setting yourself up to go where the wind blows, and oftentimes the wind is blowing in an unfavorable direction. In addition to that, time is always moving forward. It's true what they say when they say. You aren't getting any younger, no matter how old you are. That's why it's important to have goals. Goals become reachable when you plan, and they become real when you execute your plan. This plan is what I would do if I were 16, 17, about to graduate high school, filled with dreams and ambitions, and no college debt. If you're a little bit older, this may not be the plan for you. This isn't what I'm currently executing. But remember, the best time to get started investing is yesterday. The second best time is today. But let's dive in. Do not invest in college if you're just going to goof off. So investing is as much about what you don't put your money into as it is about what you do put your money into. And the number one thing to not invest in is an expensive piece of paper handed out by an overblown daycare center. If you're just going to party and drink. Think about it for a second with me. Colleges get state and federal subsidies, millions to billions of dollars in donations from alumni. They have tax-exempt status, and they still charge students tens of thousands of dollars a year in tuition. All that to party hard, meet girls, guys, friends, whatever you're into, and learn the finer points of international basket weaving. No thanks. I'm also seeing less and less value go to college for a degree that's actually useful. As someone with a college degree in something other than international basket weaving, I can tell you, if I knew then what I know now, I probably wouldn't spend 1 cent on college. Or at least as much as I did. I definitely would have been much smarter about it. The most important thing college taught me is how to apply myself and to constantly learn new skills and to keep what I do relevant. Now, you don't need college to do that. You just have to constantly be curious and always look to learn new things. Anyway, if what you want to do absolutely needs a college degree, like being a medical doctor, a lawyer, or if you need special education from a top technical school, like for engineering, computer science, then college is definitely worth considering. Everything else, though, is pretty much a waste of money. And a $30 a month investment in something like Udemy or Skillshare can give you all the technical insight you need, particularly in today's economy. I still invest in sites like that for continuing education. Consider that instead of investing $50,000 plus on a college education. Invest in an investment account early and invest often. Checking and savings accounts are great places to hold your money temporarily when you're about to make a purchase, without credit or anything like that. But in reality, going from zero to millionaire is going to be very hard with just checkings and savings. Neither provides growth above the rate of inflation, and both rely on active income streams to truly grow. Active income streams rely on your effort and cunning to keep it growing. Now that's not a bad thing, but growing to be in the 1% means that your money needs to grow with as little input from you as possible. Now there are many kinds of investment accounts that you can get. Some are better than others. I can and will go into more depth on certain types of investment accounts in future videos, but for now, just look for accounts with low to no fees. Think index funds, ETFs, REITs. These sorts of funds let you invest relatively safely in stocks and real estate holdings. They can have low account minimum requirements as well, so they can be perfect for someone with little to no money to get started in investing. Next up, live below your means. Like I said before, investing is as much about what you don't put your money into as what you do. And living below your means is something that goes without saying. If you make $1 billion an hour and you spend $1,001 in that same hour, you're broke. The guy making minimum wage and saving 100% of that is in effect richer than you. Now that's an extreme case. I'm pretty sure in the history of the universe, no one has yet managed to make $1 billion in 1 hour, except of course for Graham Stephan. But living below your means can be tough and requires a lot of sacrifice. In the end, however, you'll be better off for it. If you don't spend every nickel that you earn immediately on frivolous and fleeting things that lose value, you can then put that balance into some kind of investment vehicle. We talked about a couple of those earlier, but essentially that's what you would do. And if you're only able to earn just enough money to live on, then you need to make more money. To do this, you need to invest into learning and taking action. Earning more money means providing value to people in some form or another. Providing true value to people can be a difficult task. First off, what do people want? Well, to figure that out, you need to learn. And once you learn, you need to take action. What do I mean by this? We talked about going to college a little bit before this. And in a way, going to college is a form of taking action and learning. It's morphed into a way of pacifying and teaching useless skills while bankrupting everybody involved except the colleges. But at one time, it was about taking the time to figure out how you can align your interests and talents with what people want and need. You then use that knowledge to provide value to people, and people naturally exchange currency as a show of gratitude. Without being so esoteric, what exactly do I mean? I mean, you need to learn the skill that people and businesses need and desire, and align it with your talents. Interested in tech, but can't code? Well, become a project manager or scrum master. Interested in sales, but are terrible with personal interaction? Learn to write copy. Interested in marketing and also highly technical? Maybe get into user experience design. You don't necessarily have to go to college to learn any of these things, by the way. You can learn all of them for free on YouTube. If you want a more comprehensive education on these topics, you can purchase courses from Skillshare, Udemy, or any number of other sites that I mentioned before. But once you've learned something, the next thing to do is to take action on what you learn. It's very important to realize that taking action about what you learn is better than just learning and doing nothing. How do you take action on what you learn? You do that by working in a field or a business that requires that particular skill set. How do you work in a business or field with that particular skill set if you have no experience and maybe even no college degree? That brings us to the next investment advice for teens. Work for free. In other words, invest your time for the right opportunity. So you've learned the skill, but you need to apply it. But big companies and even small companies won't hire you because they want a college degreed person, or they want someone with work experience in lieu of those degrees. But you have neither. How do you break that cycle? Well, work for free. Now, in today's social media age, there are thousands, if not millions of people who need the skills that you have. Sure, you don't have any experience, but they don't have any money. You could offer your skills to work with them, perhaps even partnering with them, i.e. you get some kind of split of any incoming revenues. If you want to work for more established businesses, you could become an intern, work for free, or at a substantially lower price than an average employee. Prove your worth, and after a period of time and showing value, get paid for your skills. The other option is if you work for them and you get an understanding of what they and other businesses need, you can then strike it out on your own. Work for a larger company with some larger pockets who can afford to pay you a now highly skilled resource better money. The other option, you could strike it out on your own and consult with companies that need your skills. At that point, maybe you can hire others in your new firm to execute some of this work as you grow the business. And now you have your own business. The possibilities are endless, but they all start with learning a business and what they need to succeed. And that begins with getting your foot in the door. So those are 5 millionaire money tips for teens that cost $0. Be sure to join the conversation below by leaving us a comment. And don't forget to karate chop the like and subscribe buttons. Now you're going to want to click the notification bell. Up next on B2B Fusion, we're going to talk about why reading 4 to 5 books a month may be a waste of time. So stay tuned for more great content, and we'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.